All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash. We give double honors to the apostles and elders, which are the apostle elders of Great Millstone, which have diligently done the work for many years, and to the hope of the elect on the four corners of the planet Earth. No matter how you look, like it says, the Lord's heritage is a speckled bird, man. So we're in a time of trying to put a face to the elect, man. Like it says, we're gonna come looking like everybody on the four corners of the planet Earth. That's why the Lord has hidden us amongst the people, because the time that we living in, Esau is trying to do a lot of things, man. All right, that's why 2021 is the year of hastening the coming of Yahweh Shem Shai. In the time that we living in, man, we need help, man, because things are waxing worse and worse. You're seeing more uh, debauchery. You're seeing more wickedness. You're seeing more people losing it. They're going crazy, man. All right, they're going crazy. And why is that? Because the Lord is putting the spirit of judgment in the atmosphere. Okay, and you're seeing it take place. So this lesson just going to be jumping in that men's uh, what's it? The love of many shall wax cold. Okay, that's what we're looking at. The love of many shall wax cold. And what's waxing cold, man? You got the feeling and the compassion that people have for one another, and that's been gone a long time in Babylon. But you at least had Edomite on Edomite, um, so-called dealing with each other. But what you're seeing now, the curses are falling upon our enemies, okay? And namely the so-called, what you call the white man today, which is the Edomites, all right? Which is the biblical descendant of Esau. That's what you're seeing take place. Why is this falling on this man? Because he touched the apple of the Lord's eye, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the punishment that's coming down. So let's jump right into the lesson. As you see the title of the article right here, and I seen this video a little bit ago, but I just, through the spirit, had the opportunity to bring it out. But the title says the photo shows a couple in Pennsylvania killed in a snow shoveling conflict. When I seen this, I said, "Damn, over shoveling snow. That's the stress and the volatility. That's the word I'm looking for. Volatility that you see taking place right now on the planet Earth, where an argument over snow shoveling can go escalate to a triple murder, homicide, man. That's what you see taking place because the love of many is waxing cold. So let's read it again. It says a photo shows a couple in Pennsylvania killed in a snow shoveling conflict. All right, let's go down, and it says, let's see. All right, it says an image emerged on a Pennsylvania couple being murdered by a neighbor in the meantime snow shoveling conflict. James Joy, 50, and his wife Lisa Joy, 48, were killed by a neighbor outside Sheraton on Monday. I caught it with a camera, see, because you had a home, I think somebody's security camera. James and Lisa are shown in the back row of Facebook photos with their 15-year-old son with autism surviving. Man, so they were catching hell. And it says, a very disturbing clip of the case is a discussion in Jeffrey Allen Spade, 47, getting a gun to shoot James and Lisa and shoveling snow on the earth outside Plaintown grounds. Let me read that again. It says, very disturbing clip of the case in the discussion of Jeffrey Allen Spade getting a gun to shoot James and Lisa and shoveling snow on each other's township grounds. It snows there. They got it. It says it snows that it follows. When you get out of here, I'll knock you out. You can hear James telling Spade, I'll make your life a living hell. Decal James can hear screaming, and Spade replies, "What? F you, you effing king scum," something like that. But the main thing, the video, if you can watch it, they pretty much go at each other, and next thing you know, this Edomite goes into the garage and grabs grabs the thing, comes out, and you see it here, man. And he went to work, and he literally executed him, man. So, and then executed himself. So they're showing you that nobody won here, man. Nobody won, but that was just the judgment that went out. Okay, that was just the judgment that went out. That's why in the time we live in, that's why it says kind words availeth much. You know, the time we in now, that's why that argument could have been settled quickly. It could have been said, oh, hey, you know what, I play. That's why it says play the low, take the low sometimes, man. You know, but this is the spirit that's out there. This was meant to happen. But this is what's going on in Babylon. Snowfall, because you have a extra pressure with this pandemic that's happening. So people are on edge, man. All right, people are on edge. But this is the prophecy that's coming to pass. Just like when the Israelites left out of ancient Egypt, it was who knows how that place looked between the frogs, the different curses and the plagues that was put on Egypt. Man, that place was terrible, man. By the time the Israelites left out of there. So the same thing with this modern day Egypt. It's going to be terrible before the destruction comes. All right. So let me pull up this other article real quick. It says 3 dead in murder suicide over snow removal dispute. Prosecutor said a man in Pennsylvania shot and killed a couple in a murder suicide over snow removal dispute on Monday, the same day a major winter storm dumped more than 30 inches of snow in the parts of Northeast. Jeffrey Spade fatally shot his neighbors, James and Joy, his wife, James Joy, and his wife, Lisa Joy, before killing himself on Monday morning when officers were called to the West Bridge Street and Plain Township, about 15 miles southwest of Sheraton or Scranton? Yeah, it's Scranton. But hey, like I said, the main thing is you seeing what took place, man. Waxing cold, just like the snow that just fell, cold as ice. There was no mercy, man. I watched the video. The video was like, man, like it was savage. You would think, you throw something at him, but the way he looked like it looked like he was but he didn't even say, oh, I was defending myself, or these people I felt threatened. No, he just did himself too. So that's it. This is Matthew 24 and verse 2. It says, and Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be one left here, one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. Salaki 12. This is Matthew 24 and 12. And it says, and because iniquity shall abound, and you see it today. In Babylon, iniquity abounds on a whole type of level. Iniquity, this is the place of iniquity. Iniquity has free reign here. You want to do what you want to do, you can do it here. Nobody asked for justice. Nobody asked for the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai. So iniquity abounds, man. You can do whatever you want. So hey, like the Lord said, you give them enough rope to hang yourself with. It says, but that's why you have to come to the realization of who you are and come with love. Because look, this earth is getting ready to be fixed in beauty, man. Things are about to be put back in order. That's what we're waiting on. That's why Yahweh Shem Shai is allowing the things to take place. So what? It can be fixed. All right. Matthew 24 and 12 again. It says, because iniquity shall abound. Let's look up that word abound. Let's get some more understanding on that. It says abound. It's platinio. Platio.
Strong's G 4129.
Platuno. Which means to increase, to multiply, to be increased, to multiply, to be increased, to multiply. So iniquity, sin is multiplied here. Sin is multiplied at the all-time level here. Why? Because there's no justice. No, because the ruler of this place is into wickedness, man. All right, so it says iniquity, so sin shall multiply. Right? It says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And what does that mean? Wax. All right. That means to gain. When you see something wax, that means it's gaining. It increases. To breathe, blow, cool, blow, to be made, grow cold. Of what is that? Waning love. That means it ain't loving their neighbor, man. That's why the guy did exactly how he did, because there was no love for his neighbor, man. All right, because of the iniquity that abounds in Babylon, you have to pay for it. You know, every meal on this menu you got to pay for, man. All right, so that's what you're seeing take place in Babylon today. The love of many, and you're seeing it take place with all the different violence, the different uproars of the racial tension. You know, this is the time that we living in, because the Lord is putting Egyptian against the Egyptian, and He's setting the people in standard. He's putting His people in order, and then He's jacking up the other people. That's it. This is the book of, let me get a precept. This is Matthew 15 and verse 19. This is Matthew 15 and verse 19. It says, for out of the heart proceedeth evil thoughts, murder, adultery, fornication, theft, false witness, blasphemy. That's the same thing. People are going after the lust of their heart, man. And that's what you see taking place. That's why people don't care about each other. You don't, if you care about another, that means you putting yourself out of the equation. You know, or you're looking at yourself. It says love another man as yourself. So if you love another man like yourself, you're putting yourself out of the equation by loving that man as yourself. You're you're somewhat putting him first, but not like that. You're putting him in a way that you can, show enough love like you would do for yourself. All right. It says, for out of the heart proceedeth evil thoughts, murders, adultery, fornication, theft, false witness, and blasphemies. That's what comes out of men's hearts. So that's what you see taking place. The Lord is giving men up to their own affection, their vile affections, man. And you see that taking place also too with the transgender, all the madness you see taking place. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man. So the same thing you see here, those things defile a man, and that's why this is iniquity is abounding. That's why you're seeing those type of situations take place, because iniquity is abounding. And then I'm gonna get this. So if he would have followed this law, even though somebody wants to be out of pocket, you don't have to go be out of pocket with them. You can defend yourself, but sometimes, hey, pay the low. Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. That's exactly what took place. He started speaking, oh man, I beat you up, I make your life a living hell, da 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 da. Next thing you didn't know where he was at. He might have went out there and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go shovel this snow and try to grieve off this anger and pandemic. And next thing you know, he gave him the words to make him snap. He could have been on the threshold in his house, and here you go spurting words at him and thinking this is another argument, but this could be that could be his breaking point, man. And then his breaking point now leads to what it led to. So that's why it says a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. That's why the Lord says, if it be possible, be at peace with all men. You be at peace with all men. The Lord gonna get his judgment in. When that time comes and we set to judge the nations, we gonna judge the nations, man. Now we're at the time of waiting for the Lord to give us salvation and give us rest. It says the tongue of the wise useth knowledge of right, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. And what did that foolishness lead to? Him and his wife being dealt with in the streets, man. All right, that's what you see took place. That's exactly what you see took place, man. All right. Let me see here. See if I got one more precept. This is Proverbs 16:24. It says, pleasant words are as honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. So just saying, you don't got to get out of pocket with people, man. If those that want to do, get rah-rah, let them get rah-rah, man. But we deliver the words and do what we have to with the times we living in. Hey, the love of many is waxing cold, man. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I just wanted to bring this out and show you the world we living in today, man. So with that, I'm going to give all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash. Shalom. Till the next time, keep faith. Shalom.